guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Emma and welcome to the start of another weekly reading vlog slash university vlog slash I'm just trying to get my life together this week, I think is what this video is probably mostly going to be like. But as usual, we are starting off the week with some reading updates. Today is Monday, it's like 10:30 and I've had a really productive, really slow, chill morning as well though. I've cleaned the apartment, I did some yoga, which was really great because I've been wanting to get back into yoga for a while now, and I think I finally started doing it this morning. It was so nice. It's so nice to just take time and stretch and do good things for your body. And like, I rearranged my bookshelves again last night, which I'll show you in a second because I really like how it turned out. But I'm going to talk about my few reading updates right now really quickly. Over the weekend I managed to finish Dorian Gray, which was my goal, so I'm really happy about that, but also so sad that it's over. This book was so good. It was like unlike anything I've ever read. The experience of reading this book is insane. I gave it 5 stars. It was my first 5-star read of the year and I'm really happy about that. So I finished this guy over the weekend and I just wonderful. I also got some book mail this weekend and I opened it because I was just too excited to wait for the vlog to start. I knew who it was from as well, so like I couldn't wait. It is the biggest book anyone has ever given me, I think, and that book is War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. This is obviously from Carolyn over at Carolyn Mary Reads. Thank you again and again so much. We both bought this book together. Well, obviously she bought it for me, so thank you again. But it is for a purpose that maybe will be revealed again soon, our next secret project. But wow. She's a big one. I didn't realize how thick it is. She's also so beautiful. It is the Oxford University Press editions, which are wonderful. So this book is 1,300 pages long. Obviously, Carolyn and I are going to die on this hill together, and wow. It's actually really cool as well because I have no idea what this is about, but the only Tolstoy I've read is Anna Karenina, and I know Carolyn has almost done that one, and I'm waiting for her to be done it so she can like scream at me about it. But I think this is our next Tolstoy read, and I'm kind of scared. Anna Karenina was pretty like, it honestly wasn't that scary once you got into it, but this one I am terrified of. But this is my book mail, and thank you. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Oh my gosh. Listen. Beautiful. It's also very floppy. We love. I mention this guy in every video, so I'm sorry that I keep talking about it, but I do have to keep reading the Iliad. I'm on book... Guys, I'm still on book 10. I'm really slogging my way through this. I can take this out now. I did finish my assignment for this yesterday, and that's really great because it's due today, so I'll maybe talk about that in a bit and show you it, but I do have this class today, so I should probably try and read it this morning. My reading goals for this week is to finish The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. I am like almost halfway through, I think, and I'm still really loving it. I can't wait as well. When I'm done, I'm gonna immediately go and try and watch the movie. If my concussion keeps progressing at this level, I think I'll be able to watch movies again soon, which I'm really excited about. So I'm really loving The Golden Compass. I'm at the part where they've just left for the north aboard the ships, and it's so cool. I love the world, I love the characters, I still love Lyra with my whole heart, so that's where I'm at with that. I want this month to be like me finishing books that I've had on my currently reading shelf for way too long. So I finished Picture of Dorian Gray, which was awesome, and the next book to fulfill that goal is Jekyll Loves Hyde by Beth Fantasti. I mentioned this in a vlog a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I made a little bit of progress last night. I am 172 pages through. This might end up being a 1-star book, but like I want to finish it because it's so bad that it's kind of enjoyable. The story really hooked me and sounded so interesting. It's a modern retelling of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's like they are the descendants of this and they're trying to cure their family curse with chemistry in high school for a scholarship. It sounds like a mess, and it is kind of written like a mess. Like the writing is atrocious. I can't tell you. Oh boy. But I am gonna power through and finish it because I hate DNFing books, and I know like maybe I should just DNF it, but I do just want to finish it, find out what happens. There's quite a steamy romance in here, which I don't know how I feel about it, but that is the one I'm gonna try and finish this week. I think I have like 100 pages left, so should be pretty easy, but after I'm done, this might go into my unhaul video. we will see. Alright, I don't want to make this intro super lengthy again, so I am gonna go probably make some breakfast, do some class reading, and then who knows? It's just been a really chill morning. It's so bright and sunny out, and I'm loving how my apartment is looking right now, so, but I will also show you what I did with my bookshelves. Oh my goodness, so here she is. I feel so powerful now when I sit at this desk and I feel like I'm like drawing power from either side of me, but like I am in love. I know they're not the same color or anything, but like, oh my gosh, I just really like it. So this is the new setup. I'll probably keep it like this. I feel like maybe I should get like a little reading chair or make a little reading nook over here, maybe like a beanbag or something. But I'm just so in love. Oh my gosh. So I think a bookshelf tour will probably be coming soon because I think I'm just gonna leave it like this for now, but yeah. So I forgot to mention as well that my hold came in for the Myth Take Book of the months for February and March, so I'll probably be starting this soon actually because I just want to like take my time with it, probably read it pretty slow. The book in question is The Guinevere Deception by Kiersten White. I was pretty excited for this, but then I got even more excited when I realized that Kiersten White actually wrote my favorite standalone novel of last year, which was The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein. So I now have very high expectations for this book, and I'm really excited, but I believe the kind of theme for February and March for Myth Take was trickery or tales of deceit. So in this one, I don't know too much about it, but I will try my best to piece this together. So Princess Guinevere has come to Camelot to wed a stranger, King Arthur. With magic clawing at the kingdom's borders, the great wizard Merlin conjured a solution, sending Guinevere to be Arthur's wife and his protector. It looks like it's gonna be a fun time, and I'm excited to talk to everyone else in Myth Take and just like jump back into Myth Take reads because it's been so long since I participated in like their book of the month, and I'm so excited to get into this. So that's The Guinevere Deception. So like I said, I did finish my close reading assignment, and I think I wrote way too much. Like I wrote pretty much a short essay on it, which there was no word count, okay? I am gonna go to class today, hand this in, and we'll see how it goes. I also need to practice my presentation because, as I've been saying on Wednesday, I have a presentation in my Women Across Borders class on Olive Senior's poem, The Immovable Tenant. So, kind of nervous. It'll be my first kind of presentation of the year. I really hate presentations, but it shouldn't be too bad, honestly, so. Alright, so I'm running pretty late now, so I'm gonna head out the door, go to class, hand in my assignment, and then on the way back I'm going to stop at the grocery store because I'm out of milk and I desperately need some oat milk for coffee because that is a must. But I will check in after class. The oat milk has been secured and I am back from class now, so I'm quite happy that I don't have to run out and get this for my coffee tomorrow. But I got the unsweetened vanilla one, so yeah. So it is now Monday night, it's almost 5 o'clock, and I'm sitting on the couch. I'm currently 40 minutes through Ashley's vlog. I am adoring her long vlogs. Like, this one is 53 minutes and I'm living for it. She's the queen of long vlogs. I don't really have that much to say, but I forgot to mention earlier this morning that a few people have been asking for a Q&A video. So if you have any questions, ask them here in the comments, or I might put something on Twitter soon, or just feel free to shoot me any comments in my Instagram messages or Twitter messages, or just here on YouTube in this video. So I think that'll be really fun, so I'm excited to see all your questions. I'm really breaking out. My period is gonna hit me in the face any second. If you don't know, I get debilitating periods and I can't do anything, and I have a presentation on Wednesday, so I'm really hoping for mercy. But other than that, I'm probably gonna go relax, maybe read some of Jekyll Loves Hyde. I do have an essay I have to read for Women in Lit, and oh my gosh, I have to start Endgame really soon, so it's going to be an evening of reading. I'm gonna finish up Ashley's vlog and then I might just read. Hi guys, it is Tuesday now and I actually finished 2 books last night and I have some other exciting reading bookish things to say, but I'll really quickly go over these because one was for school for Brit Lit today. I realized that I probably should have had it read by today, so I sat down in one sitting and just like flew through it, but it is quite short, so it wasn't too bad, and that is Endgame by Samuel Beckett. This is a play. It was actually a reread for me. I read this last year as well. I actually liked it a lot better the second time round. I gave it 4 stars this time. I think I gave it 3 stars last time, but I just kind of knew more about it now, so if you've read Beckett, you know that when you read it, you're like, what the heck is going on? I'm gonna pop this in my backpack because I'm gonna have to leave for class soon and I am going to take him with me. I finished the other book that was my goal to finish this week. And I'm really glad I finished it so quickly because I just wanted to be done with it. Obviously, that is Jekyll Loves Hyde by Beth Fantasti. This was awful. I ended up giving it 1 star. I was reading it, like I didn't harbor any hopes that it was going to be good, but more than that, when I started reading it, I was just reading it because it was so bad that it was good, if you know what I mean. Like when you watch movies that you know are awful just because you'll laugh at how bad it is. I filmed my vlog style wrap up today of this, so I guess you can see what I think of it in there more, but honestly, it was all a mess. I'm glad it's over. It's currently going into my book unhaul pile, which I will be filming soon since I have some book clean out that I need to do, but this one will definitely be at the top of the stack for right now. In other exciting news, I made a NetGalley account for the first time yesterday. I set up my profile and I got approved for some ARCs, which is so exciting. I've never like reached out, I've never put myself out there in terms of emailing publishers or anything like that, not only because I don't know how, but also because I didn't think I really was a big enough channel or a big enough presence for that, but I thought making a NetGalley account was something I could do. And it is definitely something you can do. It's super easy, super accessible, and I was approved for 3 ARCs, so I better read them because I just learned that like your rating system and everything like that is really important, so I better read them all and leave feedback, which like I do want to, that's why I requested them. The book that I'm most excited for that I got an ARC of is called Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angeles. I saw this on Goodreads, I think there was a giveaway of it, and I was so excited because it sounded like this kind of magical fantasy book that I was really excited to read. It comes out in June 2020 and there was a giveaway for it. I really wanted to enter it, but then I realized that it was only for residents of the United States of America. What about Canadians, eh? So I decided to look it up on NetGalley and thankfully it was on there. I requested it, I got approved. I currently have it on my Kindle app and I think it might be the next book I start. I'll read you the Goodreads synopsis though because it kind of got me hooked and that was the main reason why I decided to read it. It is part of a series as well. The series is called Kingdom of Cards. So this is the first one, Where Dreams Descend. But the description is, in a city covered in ice and ruin, a group of magicians face off in a daring game of magical feats to find the next headliner of the conquering circus, only to find themselves under the threat of an unseen danger striking behind the scenes. As each act becomes more and more risky and the number of missing magicians piles up, 3 are forced to reckon with their secrets before the darkness comes for them next. The Star, Kalia, a powerful showgirl out to prove she's the best no matter the cost. The Master, Jack, the enigmatic keeper of the club and more than one lie told. The Magician, DeMarco, the brooding judge with a dark past he can no longer hide. So, I am really excited. It's got a lot of good ratings so far on Goodreads for the people who did read it. That is the title if you want to check it out or put it on your to read shelf, I guess, when it comes out, or request an ARC yourself on NetGalley. I did put in a request for a few more ARCs, but now that I know how NetGalley actually works, I'm gonna slow down because I do want to read them all and I do want to leave good, concise, honest reviews on my thoughts. So yeah, other than that, this week is going to be a little bit crazy. I'm feeling really stressed out. This is going to be a long update. I'm sorry. But I have my presentation tomorrow, like I said. However, I just got an email today that one of my co-presenters, there's 3 of us in the group, she actually dropped the class and we just found out today, this morning. And our presentation's tomorrow and it's an hour-long presentation. So guess who has to do all of her work today? moi. It is a little after 11, so I'm gonna be heading out the door pretty soon. I have British literature this afternoon, and I think I'm gonna go in a little bit early so I can do some of my work. I know I'm meeting up with my other presenter tomorrow to go over it and to kind of see what we can scrap together for the presentation. Hi there. So me and my ginormous gargantuan pimple are back from class. It is 4:30 and I'm about to have a nap. I am in so much pain. I made some banana bread last night in the middle of watching The Witcher. I don't know if I mentioned this. I started watching The Witcher series on Netflix. In terms of background, I've played a little bit of the games, haven't read any of the books. My initial thoughts are that it's honestly a little bit bad. The CGI is really questionable. If I just do this, there we go. I still know it's there though. Anyway, the main point of what I wanted to say was that I got Scribd. I started my, is it like a month free trial? It might be, I don't know. I had to put in my credit card information. That's always scary. I decided to pick up a book on Scribd since I do have a free month. I decided to make it a quite hefty long book. Carolyn, if you're watching, you'll be excited. It is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. Maybe if I just look like this. Maybe the sculpture of the thinker was really just hiding a pimple. I'm really excited. It's quite long. I think the audiobook is 32 hours, so it will be a journey that I will take. As I have mentioned before, I have seen a little bit of the TV show, but more than that, I just wanted to read the book first and see what it was all about. I think Carolyn's warned me that it's mostly just sex and violence and maybe hopefully a little bit of history and some Scottish stuff, so I'm down for that and I'm really excited. So I think after I finish my read of Where Dreams Descend, which I actually started today at school on my break while I was waiting for class to start, and I'm actually really liking it so far. I'm about to start chapter 2 and it's really interesting. We have a character who so far is really reminding me of Kaz Brekker. He's like the magician, I think. His name is Jack. And we have this other character who also works magic, but in this world, like, girl magicians or women who are magicians keep disappearing. And there's a whole bunch of people who don't like magicians and stuff like that. So these two characters that we've been introduced to so far work at this place called Hellfire House, I think. And they run kind of like a nightclub of, you know, gambling, debauchery, all that fun stuff. Quite nice descriptions of like red velvet and such. That's what I want to describe this book as so far, as like red velvet. But I'm gonna go take a nap before dinner because just to be quite fair, I'm in staggering amounts of pain and yep, this is the life. But after dinner, I really need to get my butt into motion, maybe take 5 aspirins and sort out my project that I mentioned very saltily this morning that now consists of 2 people, myself being one, and I have to present that tomorrow. So, yes, stress levels are high, but like, it's the kind of stress that at this point, like, I just don't care. I just don't give a shit anymore. And I'm just gonna go in there, say some smart things, because I know I have smart, valuable things to say. I need to get over myself and just realize that, go in, say them, and then go sit back down. Like, really, I shouldn't make it such a big issue. So I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna go to sleep. Hi guys, it's actually Thursday today. I am really needing to run and catch the bus now, but I promise I will be back pretty soon, update you. I'm actually heading into work this morning. If you don't know, I work at a bookstore and I'm just going to talk to my manager because it's been a while since I've had a shift because of my concussion, and I just want to talk to everyone again. I miss them. And then after that, I'm going to Greek and Roman sexuality, and then I think on my break, I'll just come back here because not feeling super great this morning. But if you can't tell, I trimmed my own bangs last night at like 3 a.m. because that's the time to trim bangs. And they're in quite a state this morning. I've never trimmed them myself before, so they're a little bit messed up, but they were just really annoying me. They were getting way too long, so something had to be done. But I think I am gonna run out the door now and I will be back. Hey guys, I'm back from class. I am so cozy and so sleepy. It's just been a lot of late nights this week. This week's been so rough. I'm honestly so glad that tomorrow is Friday and then it'll be the weekend. But yesterday, I don't think I talked about it. I had my presentation, like I said, and it went really well actually. I do have some clips or like part of my presentation of me presenting, so maybe I'll put that in like right now if you want to hear it, and if you don't want to hear my probably really quaky, shaky presenter voice, just like skip ahead to whatever this is. But I'll just put in some cool points that I think I went over about the poem, but yeah. And this is really cool because it kind of lends itself to this image of archaeology, or this archaeology of systems, where our narrator is actually kind of witness to that stratification or layering of those systems, where one layer of dirt is stacked on top of each other, except those layers of dirt are in this case actual dirt and the system. So colonialism being on the bottom, that is influencing and building up to get to tourism. I think that Senior is suggesting that when someone comes to own everything about your geography and everything about your habitat, they basically come to own you. Even here, even the air that they breathe is not their own. And this is scary too, because Heidegger, the philosopher, says that man is insofar as he dwells. And this literally means that people are the way they are and act the way they act because of where they are. And in this case, when where you live becomes a commodity that is bought and sold and abused, then you yourself become part of that commodity. As ecofeminism, a really good definition comes from Ruther, and that is that it is founded on the basic intuition that there is a fundamental connection in Western culture and in patriarchal cultures generally between the domination of women and the domination of nature. And ecofeminism is about deconstructing these dualisms, both in regard to women and in regard to nature. Whether that's the Western world's huge consumption of meat and dairy, which is the leading cause of climate change. So yeah, like I said, I think it went really well. I'm hoping I get a good mark on that because it was worth quite a substantial amount of my grade, so that's always scary. In other reading updates, I started Outlander, like I was saying, and I'm actually 100 pages through it, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Like, I already kind of know what happens because at this point, like, a lot of the show has already happened that I've seen from season 1, but I'm really, really liking it. The writing's great. I love learning about Scotland and the area and the nature and the plants and the medicinal properties of things that our main character Claire has to use to heal people around her, because obviously it's 1743. It's quite fun, and I'm really, really liking it. It feels very like high stake, like it's causing me a lot of stress and suspense because you like really feel for everyone in here, but you feel a lot for her too, because obviously she's just been catapulted back in time, and that's crazy. So I'm really, really liking it. I think it's gonna be a 4-star, like that's my prediction. I'm only on chapter 6 right now, which is the part where she's finally just meeting Lord Mackenzie and stuff like that, so that's where I'm at with that. I'm still reading Where Dreams Descend, still liking it, and I am still reading the Iliad, and I got some more library books in that like I need to slow down because I don't have that much time to read now, especially with like school really, really amping up and there's so much stuff to do, but yeah. But I'm gonna keep listening to Outlander because I'm really, really enjoying it, and that's the sitch. I just wrote down all of the really stressful things that I'm gonna have to do between the month of February to the month of April up until my classes end, because for some reason, like, first semester to me is never this scary, but I think it's because full year courses also come to an end in April, that the months of February, March, and April at university are the craziest months of my life. They always end up being the most stressful, the most chaotic, and I just wrote it down, and it looks like this year's going to be no different. So at the end of February, 24, 25, 26, I have 3 midterms in a row every single day. That's great. And then in March, I have 4 essays due, and a close reading assignment due, and another assignment due. So I think I might just make a whole separate video on me and these 4 essays and my battle with them, and because that will just be insane. Like 4 huge essays, one of them is 15 pages, and so I think I need to start working on those essays literally today, because I'm glad I wrote that down. But writing it down always gives me a huge amount of stress as well, because obviously you see how impossible it looks, and I know I can do it. I've done way more work than those things I've mentioned before, but it's just like, okay, you got to start working on it now, otherwise you'll never get there. So I'm gonna head out the door in a second, and then when I come back, I'll probably start working on research for my British literature essay, since that is the one that's due first, and it's also the biggest one, so I don't even know what I'm gonna write it on yet, but maybe I'll put a poll on my Instagram on which works I should do it on, so we'll see. But I'm gonna head out the door. I'm very cozy, and I'm stressed. Morning, you guys. I just woke up. My hair is crazy, my bangs are crazy, but I'm currently very happy because it is blizzarding out and I'm so excited about it. But I made my coffee. I've been listening to Outlander all morning. It's like 9 o'clock, but I think I'm gonna do some yoga right now just because I want to keep doing that, and then I do have some exciting plans today. My wonderful mother has informed me that today is the 50% off sale at the book thrift store. So there's a snowplow. That is a snowplow. So she has very kindly offered to take me, and we're gonna see what books we can find. So that's exciting. I'm doing that today, and then I do have some weekend plans, I think. I don't know. Maybe. I might be going out with my friends to work, to have a little study date, which will be good because I really need it. I did put a poll on my Instagram yesterday asking you guys what book I should choose for my essay to do, and I think the options I put were Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock by T.S. Eliot, W.B. Yeats' poetry, and Ghost Written by David Mitchell. And I think, honestly, the one that I want to choose is Ghost Written. This is quite an ambitious choice because this novel is insane. It's so complicated, there's so much going on in it, it's so long as well. At the moment, I don't have any idea what I want to talk about in this. Some part of me is screaming that I want to talk about math, but like, I already did that with my Beowulf essay, and I feel like I want this one to maybe be a little bit different, but I know I'm probably going to need to read it again, because it is insane, honestly. If you've read Mitchell or Ghost Written, like, phew. Hello, welcome to my kitchen. I need to make breakfast before I go to the bookstore, which I'm quite excited for, so I don't know what to make. Okay, so I just had my oatmeal for breakfast. I cleaned the apartment a little bit. I got my laundry together because I'm actually going to be taking my laundry to my parents' house when I go visit today, in a few minutes actually, because thankfully they're going to let me do my laundry there so I don't have to pay for it, which is so nice. But I just thought that because I didn't film a kind of official February TBR for this month, I would do a little mini one in this video because I do have some books that I do have on a stack to read for the month. So obviously the first one that I'm currently reading is Outlander. I do plan to finish this one this month. I'm like 150 pages through, and throughout the rest of the day I think I'll probably be listening to this one. So anyway, so that is the first one that I plan to finish in February. In terms of school reading, we'll actually be finishing up with the Iliad this month, so I will have finished this book as well this month. It is still so pretty. I love this cover and everything, but I'm gonna finish this one. Other school reading that I need to do for Women Across Borders, we're going to be reading Be Wide, Sargasso Sea by Jean Rhys this month, which is fun. This is definitely a shorter one and I've never read it before, so I'm looking forward to getting into it. But yeah, there's just a lot of school reading this month. Like there's a whole bunch of poems and essays and other stuff I have to read that I can't like really show you, but there's a lot more than this. And then because I've decided to write my essay on this, I think I am gonna go through and try and reread like most of Ghost Written by David Mitchell. I don't know how far I'm gonna get. I might not do a complete reread, but just read the sections that I think are the most important or the most beneficial to my essay. But knowing me, it will probably end up being a full reread, and also just because like it's very difficult, so a full reread might help, and I'm probably gonna add a lot more tabs. And then finally, the last 3 books that I really ambitiously placed. This one is probably going to carry on into March because it is the Myth Take book of the month for February and March, which is The Guinevere Deception by Kiersten White, which I have mentioned earlier in this vlog, I think. So that's cool. I'm really excited to start this. I'm probably going to start this as soon as I finish Where Dreams Descend. I think I might start this one, so I'm excited. Speaking of Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelos, that is another one that I want to finish this month. I currently have the ARC for it on Kindle, so I'm going to read that on my phone this month. I also got in a book from the library that I've been meaning to read for a long time. It's from an author that I've never read, which is shocking, and that is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I'm really excited about it. It's my first Sarah J. Maas book, and I have no idea what to expect about it. So yeah, I'll finally be able to know what kind of my opinions on her writing is, and I think I am more drawn to the Throne of Glass series. I did order Throne of Glass, it has yet to show up, but I decided just to pick this up since I saw it at my library, so I think I have the audiobook with it too. People driving in the snow are they're so angry. They just gotta calm down. And finally, the last book that I really placed on here. This is kind of crazy because a lot of these are quite long, but this one I actually have the audiobook for as well, and it is a play, and that is The Crucible by Arthur Miller. If you saw my vlog a few weeks ago, I think, I found this at the thrift store, and I do plan to read this quite quickly. It is a short one, so hopefully I can get through it too, but yeah. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 books, and I've already read 3 books? I've already read 4 books this month, which I feel pretty good about. So that's my little plan on that. I am gonna head out the door now. My mom is on her way to pick me up, and I'm so excited for this little thrift shop, and then I'm gonna probably stay there for the rest of the day, maybe do my laundry, try and get some schoolwork done because I've really been putting it off. Like I have a lot of work to do, and that's like, it's just not like me. I just have been recently, and I think it's because I've been loving YouTube so much, and that takes a lot of time, honestly, so yeah. But I am gonna head out the door now, so